Hey everyone, welcome to your dynamic flow practice. Today we are going to focus on hip flexors. This is a good one. If you want to grab a block maybe to support, it's always a good idea. And we are going to meet laying down on your mat. All right, so beginning in Shavasana, corpse pose. So lying on the back, the arms and legs open nice and wide, taking up space on your mat. Take a moment here, maybe softening the face and the jaw. So finding a couple circles with the jaw, just releasing any tension or tightness. And rolling the shoulders back, softening shoulder blades down into the mat. Thank you, Bella. And just start to notice your breath. Watching the breath pass in and out through the nostrils. And just taking a moment here, just really noticing how you feel landing here on your mat. And we'll take a big breath in through the nose. Big exhale. We'll do that 2 more times. Big inhale. And big exhale. Last one, inhale. And exhale. And start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. And circle your hands and your feet. Ooh. And big stretch, reaching arms up over the head, bringing legs together, pointing toes towards the front. Now notice here if the rib cage starts to flare open and the lower back is lifting off the mat, can you start to bring the rib cage together, engaging core? Maybe the lower back starts to connect with the mat. And take a big breath here. Big breath out. One more time, big inhale. Big exhale. All right, slowly bringing the knees in towards the chest, arms wrap around the legs, little rock maybe side to side. Maybe you still find that movement in the feet, maybe knees go a little wider. And we'll bring the left knee, well, the left knee's already in the chest. We're going to interlace the fingers around the left shin and allow the right leg to extend all the way down. So you keep that right foot active, rolling shoulders back, compressing left side. So notice the hips here as well. Try to pull that left hip down so the hips stay level and the core is active here. You can flex or point that right foot, so whatever is more comfortable for you. And then lift the right heel off the mat. So a couple inches here, and then we lower to a hover, and then we lift. So make sure core is active here. We're gonna lower and lift. We'll do that 2 more times. Lower and lift. And last time, lower and lift. Now if that foot is flexed, point the foot. And I want you to find a couple of circles here. So nice and slow and controlled. Imagining there's a Sharpie pen on the tip of the big toe. And then we'll move back the opposite way. So nice and slow, controlled. Nice. And then slow that movement down. Just keep that leg hovering here. Maybe lift it a little higher. One more big breath in. Big breath out. All right, and then bring that right knee into the chest, interlace the fingers, and then extend the left leg all the way down. So at first we drop that left heel down, Leg is active. Again, you can roll shoulders back, compressing right side now. So because we just worked with that right leg, you may start to feel your hip flexors light up here. That is a good sign. Say hello. We're gonna get real comfortable with those hip flexors. So from here, engaging the core, start to lift that left heel off the mat. And then we lower to a hover. And then lift. So this is very controlled here. We lower. And lift. And lower, nice and strong. 2 more. Last one. Nice. And then point that foot. So again, you're imagining that Sharpie pen on the big toe when we start to circle. So I should explain, if you've never done this one before, the Sharpie pen is to imagine you're tracing an O. So that's how we get nice and controlled here. And then we go back the other way. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Holding here, nice and strong. Maybe lift that leg a little higher. Notice what's happening in your left leg. Big breath in. Big breath out. All right, bring the left knee into the chest. Both knees are in, little rockety rock, side to side. Bringing hands underneath the glutes, palms face the floor, straightening both legs up. Core is strong, so you want to connect the lower back to the mat and the lower right leg down to a hover. All right, lifting the right leg back up, lower your left leg down to a hover. Lifting your left leg back up, right leg lowers to a hover. And this time you move both legs at the same time. So nice and controlled. They switch at about, well, they meet at about halfway-ish. So finding that hover, and if you start to notice the lower back lifting off the mat, maybe take up a little less space, lowering the leg. So maybe you stop here. We'll do 5 more. Keep breathing. 4, 3, 2, last one. Nice. Both legs lift up. We lower at the same, both legs at the same time for 5, 4, 3, 2, take it to your hover, hold there, big breath in, big breath out. Maybe start to look, ooh, find that shake. Big breath in, big breath out. Lower the head, lifting legs all the way up. Knees come into the chest, hands on the backs of the thighs. Now if you have a little issue with your lower back, you can always roll to one side and push yourself up. Otherwise you can find a little rock and roll, rolling out the spine a couple times just because it feels good. And when you're ready, crossing the feet, and we will land in table pose. So bringing shoulders over top of wrists, hips over knees, go ahead and stack or tuck your toes so that we find that extra opening in the feet today. And we're gonna take a big inhale, drop your belly, look forward. Big exhale, push the air out. Bring the chin to the chest. Can you look between the legs and pause here, pulling shoulder blades apart. Inhale, drop the belly nice and slow. And big exhale, push. We'll do that one more time. Big inhale, drop your belly. And big exhale. Come back into table pose. Your toes are tucked. Start to lift the knees off the mat. So right away, you have to activate through your arms here. You are ripping the mat apart, driving down each fingertip. Noticing that space between the shoulder blades, pushing it up towards the ceiling. Take a big breath here. Big breath out. Step both legs back. High plank. So if you need to adjust on your mat, all good. Make sure those shoulders are still stacked over top of your wrists. Keep ripping the mat apart. Take a big breath here. Big breath out. We stay. One more time, inhale. And exhale. Can you lift your left leg up, lifting the toes off the mat? Big breath. Lower the left leg. Same thing on the right side. Lift it up. Big breath. Lower the right leg. Lift your hips. Woo, push back. Downward dog. Pedal your feet. Find some organic movement here. So whatever you're feeling called to do, whatever movement, go for it. In downward dog, we're trying to create a long spine. So you want to lift those hips high, give a little bend in your knees. So you definitely do not need straight legs here. The goal is to get those hips nice and high. Maybe a little rock side to side. Really settling into this shape and just noticing how this feels. And take a big breath here. Big breath out. All right, lift your hips high, lift heels high. Bend your knees to a hover. I want you to keep pushing into your hands as you do this. So your spine stays long here. Big breath. Look towards your hands. Now walk to meet the hands, top of the mat. Inhale, reaching the arms all the way up. Exhale, cactus the arms, pull your elbows back. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, swan dive forward. Super, super slow. Softening through the knees, hinging from the hips all the way down. And inhale, lengthen your spine. Send the crown towards the front. Exhale, lower your chest. Plant your hands, stepping back into high plank. Finding that alignment, shoulders over wrists. Now for this first one, let's drop the knees. Shift the weight forward, look forward. Elbows stay nice and close. We lower, modified chaturanga. Inhale, cobra pose. Tops of feet rooting down into the mat. Exhale, lower your chest. Push back through the knees, toes tuck. Back into downward dog. So we'll pedal the feet. Lifting hips high, lift heels high, bend the knees so we keep that long spine. You're pushing the chest, the stomach towards the thighs, and then look towards your hands, walk or hop to meet. Inhale, reaching all the way up. Maybe you look up, exhale, cactus. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, swan dive forward. Oops, inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, lower the chest, plant the hands, step or hop back, high plank, shoulders stack over wrists. Activate your arms nice and strong here. Option to still drop the knees if you'd like. Shifting the weight forward, look forward, elbows stay close, lower down, chaturanga. And then inhale, cobra or up dog, thighs and knees lift. Tucking toes, pushing back, downward facing dog, big breath in. Big breath out. Inhale, left leg straight back. So notice your hips here. Keep the hips level. And then bring your left knee to your chest, shoulders stack over wrists. Hold here, squeeze that leg close. Kick it all the way back. Left knee to left elbow, shift forward and hold. Kick all the way back. Left knee, right elbow, shift forward, hold. Stay here, straighten your left leg. Make sure you're flexing your left foot. Option to stay here or drop the inside of the back foot, and the right arm can reach for kickstand or rock star, whatever you want to call it. Reach that right arm up over the head, push into your left hand. Feel that opening through your right side. Big breath in. Oh, big breath out. Right arm reaches up. Bend both of your knees first. Then bring that right hand down so you can tuck the knee to the elbow and kick that left leg. Kick that left leg all the way back. Left foot comes all the way through, right in between the hands. Tenting fingertips. Get high on your back heel and we reach those arms back for runner's lunge. Rolling shoulders back. Palms face the floor. I want you to fire your legs up. So through your feet, root down through that left heel. Start to fire up this back leg so you feel your hip flexors again. You take a big breath here, big breath out. Slowly start to reach the arms up over the head. When you are ready, you're gonna squeeze your right knee to your chest, and I'm gonna show you what that looks like. Root down through that left foot, and we bring that knee in, roll shoulders back. Now I want you to stay here, but I want you to release your hands. Notice what happens with that right leg if it starts to drop. Ooh, find that balance. Big breath in, big breath out. Hands are gonna come to prayer. Start to flex your right foot, soften through your left knee, cross over your left thigh. So we come into a standing figure four. And we can slowly start to drop into this pose. Big breath in, big breath out. Let's take one more time. Inhale and exhale. Slowly coming all the way up, releasing that leg. Stay here for a breath and a breath out. We step all the way back with the right foot. Hands come down to the mat, so you're framing that front foot. Left arm reaches, twisting towards the left leg. Stacking the shoulders, fingertips reaching. Big inhale. And big exhale. One more time, inhale. And exhale. Left hand comes all the way down. So you want this left foot to be in the same line as that back foot. It's almost like you're balancing on a rope. Hands are gonna come forward, and then you're slowly going to activate this front left leg. So you're flexing that left foot, and you're gonna drop that left knee over to the side, so like an active pigeon. And then we slowly bring that left foot connecting to the mat. So open it up, drop the hips a little, and then plant that left foot. Do that 3 more times. Drop and plant. This is where blocks also will come in handy. Whoo, firing those legs up. Last one. Nice. All right, from here we're gonna drop the back knee, heel toe that left foot all the way over to the right side, dropping left knee down, so we land in pigeon pose. Releasing your back foot, stay here. So this is proud pigeon, and I always encourage using a block underneath your left hip, pillow, anything to support here. You want to get out of that space of really trying to force it and you're holding yourself up. If you can settle into something that will support you, this pose is going to be so much not easier, but not as uncomfortable, because we all know pigeon is pretty uncomfortable. Okay, so staying here, maybe you start to bend that back leg, lifting the foot up. Maybe you reach that right arm back as well, and you grab for the toes. You could start to pull that foot in, and I want you to activate your leg here. So you're gonna push that foot into the arm or the hand, and then pull it towards you. So you release, push into it for 2, and pull. Last one, really push, activate that leg, and then pull. All right, slowly releasing that foot, hips are square. Maybe start to come down into a sleeping pigeon variation. So you choose. This is the nice thing about home practice, is that you don't have to be worried about what everyone else is doing. You can actually do what feels right in your body. You know, there's sometimes this pressure that comes along with practicing in a room full of people. So you gotta let go of that, and this is a really good way to practice that. So wherever you have landed, let's take 5 more big breaths here. Last one. Slowly coming up, hands stack under shoulders, back toes tuck. We step back, option to hover your left leg behind you. Take a big breath here. And full exhale, lower down. Come all the way up, up dog or cobra, and tucking back toes. And all the way back into downward dog. Little pedal of your feet. Notice here. A lot of work on that left side, so just taking a moment, how do your legs feel? All right, inhale your right leg straight back. So remember, keeping hips level. So there's a big difference between that and this. You want to keep that alignment, doesn't matter how high the leg gets. Big breath here, big breath out. Bring your right knee to your chest, shoulders stack over wrists, hold. Kick the leg all the way back. Right knee to right elbow, shift forward and hold. Kick all the way back. Right knee to left elbow, shift forward and hold. Now extend that right leg to the side. Keep that foot flexed. You want to lock that right knee. You have the option to drop the back foot, left arm reaches. Left arm reaches up over the head. Push into your right hand. Big breath here. And big breath out. Left arm reaches up. Look up. Bend both of the knees. Left hand comes down. Tuck the knee to the elbow. And kick your leg all the way back. Step your right foot. Bring it all the way through, right in between your hands. Tenting your fingertips. Take a moment. Find that solid foundation. So if this ankle is a lot forward, like that, you're gonna wanna pull that ankle all the way back so you set yourself up for success. Tense your fingertips, reaching your arms back, roll the shoulders back, runner's lunge. So right away you feel your legs fire up, hips are square. So especially with that left hip, you wanna shift it forward. Roll the shoulders back, palms face the floor. Big breath here, big breath out. Now slowly start to reach your arms up over the head, soften through the shoulders. Fire up your legs, so through the feet, right? The foundation. Drive down through that right heel. Fire up that back leg. When you're ready, bringing the left knee to the chest. Push into that right foot and we squeeze. Interlacing fingers. Roll the shoulders back. Hips are square. And then let's release the hands. Use your hip flexors here. Big breath in. Big breath out. Hands come to prayer, soften through your right standing leg, flexing left foot, and you cross over for that figure four. Now you always can stay here. You could get a little lower. So just find that balance, do what feels right in your body today. Chest stays proud, big breath here, and big breath out. One more time, inhale, and exhale. Slowly straightening all the way up. Release that left foot. When you're ready, stepping that left foot all the way back. Woo! Watch it, belly boo. Left hand plants and the right arm reaches up, twisting towards the right leg. Of course, you can always drop that back knee. You're still gonna get this big opening. You're just giving the legs a little break, because I know this is a little bit of a fiery one, but it feels good, hopefully. 2 more big breaths here. Last one. All right, bring that right hand all the way down. We're gonna heel toe that right foot so that the feet are lining up. So again, you're balancing on a very small, tight rope. The hands come forward. Maybe blocks under the hands. Start to activate your front right foot and legs. You want to flex that foot, and you're going to slowly drop that right leg to the side. So that active pigeon again. So slowly dropping the leg, and then we bring that foot back, down, lifting the knee up. And we drop. And lift. 3 more. So make sure that right leg stays active for 2. And last one. Nice. Slowly drop the back knee. Heel toe that right foot over, dropping right knee down. Whew, just take a moment. Release your back foot. So just noticing here how this proud pigeon feels. And you have the option again to stay exactly like this. Again, block under right hip here, something to support, maybe a pillow. Option to stay here, or maybe start to lift that left foot off the mat. So each leg is gonna differ. It's not gonna be the same. Maybe you lift it all the way, that left arm reaches as well. And I want you to activate that left leg if you have a hold of it. So you're gonna push the foot into the hand, you kick, and then release, pulling the foot towards you. And then kick the foot into the hand or arm and release. One more time, we kick and release, pulling it towards you. Slowly let that leg go. The toes tuck first, and then you release the foot. Option to stay here, or maybe you start to come down into a sleeping pigeon shape. And again, just doing what feels right in your body in this moment. Be true to you, where you're at today. It's all good, wherever it is, perfect. Be there. Maybe you come down a little lower, maybe not. We're gonna take 5 more big breaths. Slowly coming all the way back up. I feel like shaving my head. Hair keeps getting in the way. Never have I ever wanted to do that more. All right, tucking back toes. Slowly coming up into that hovering plank here. Big breath in. Full exhale, chaturanga. Cobra or up dog. And push back, downward dog. A little pedaling of the feet. And then drop your knees. And we land in child's pose. Forehead connects to the mat. Just noticing what's happening in the body. Notice what's happening in the mind. Whatever your practice was or wasn't, letting it go in this moment. Settling into this shape. And when you're ready, slowly start to roll up. So stacking each vertebrae one at a time. Rolling all the way up. Rolling your shoulders back. Keeping the eyes closed. Bringing one hand onto your heart and one hand onto your belly. Breathing deeply into that space you've created. We'll take 2 rounds of breath together. Hands come together, center of your heart. Thank you for practicing with me today. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, wherever you're at, from my heart to yours.